There's nothing like a fresh, homegrown herb to help bring out your flavor in your favorite food. Like this daun kadok, for example. It's already harvested from my garden and ready to go as an appetizer. But you may be wondering, I live in a condominium and all I have is a hot and scorching balcony. Can I grow any plants at all, especially herbs? Well, you may be surprised at what you can grow in your very seemingly boring balcony. Many homeowners may think it takes a lot of effort to build a garden and even decorate it. But as you can see, using simple drain pipes and bamboo rods, you can build a nice trellis. And when little creepers grow up this trellis, you can see that it will cover up all these little knots you have, and it will look beautiful. You will have to choose plants that are resistant to intense heat. Plants such as the blue pea flower can stand the heat, but make sure you water them daily so they don't dry out. It's a good idea to plant plants around this blue pea flower because it's a nitrogen fixer, so it would supply its neighbors with a natural and instant supply of fertilizers. To complement the blue pea flower, we will also grow the daun kadok. It's a ground creeper, so it won't grow very high on its own, probably up to 2 feet at the most. However, when you give them a bit of support, it can climb up to another 1 or 2 feet. So let's get started. To begin, we'll need to prepare the planting medium, which is soil. So, this is organic soil composed of ground-up mulch, compost, soil, and sand. You can get these soil from any gardening store. So, you'll need to fill up the pot with the planting medium about halfway into the pot. Then sprinkle a layer of fertilizer. This is a balanced NPK fertilizer from Japan. It's made from coffee grounds and it's made into these tiny granules, made easy for planting. The reason we add the fertilizer halfway through the potting is so that as the saplings grow, they will spread their roots deeper into the soil where the nutrient is. This will make sure that the plants get stronger during their growth. Then, after putting that layer of fertilizer, fill up the pot up to about 1 inch below the rim. This will allow space for watering. We use this same procedure for every time we start a new pot, whether you are germinating seedlings, transplanting seedlings, and sprouting cuttings, and also transferring old plants. Now that the soil is ready, we'll start with planting the seeds. Because I would like these blue pea flowers to trail up this pillar, I'll place them about near the edge of the pot in a 4-seed cluster, about 2 inches apart from each other. Because I'm not really sure whether it's viable, so at least putting 4 seeds, one of them would germinate. While we are using one part of the trellis for the blue pea flower, we can also grow something else on the same trellis. Despite common perception, the grapevine is another plant that can tolerate heat. In addition to its broad leaves that provide shade, its strong branches can also add support to the trellis structure. Another plant that can be used as trellis filler is the passion flower, which produces passion fruit if allowed to pollinate. For the trellis filler, we'll be using daun kadok cuttings or the betel leaves. They can grow wild if you don't harvest them regularly, and they usually take root once you put them in the soil. But to make sure they really take root, when you look at the stem, look for a knot. Cut it at an angle so you get a bigger surface to be able to absorb water. Then you plant it in. Once they're freshly cut, make sure you plant them 2 to 3 inches inside and be careful to not cover the seeds and let the seedlings have light. Remember to water them twice daily, once in the morning and once in the evening. These 2 plants do well in full sunlight and can tolerate huge amounts of water. Give them at least a month to mature and soon you'll be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Pulled tai tai from the blue pea flower. Delicious. Well, as you can see, starting your own herbal garden is not as difficult as most people might think. I hope this has inspired you to start your own garden with your balcony. I'm Krystal Tee, wishing you fresh herbs and green fingers. Bon appetit!